Hello, my beautiful friend. Today is a wonderful day, a truly powerful day, because today we're going to talk about something that can completely transform how you walk through life. I want to share with you one of the most life-changing truths I've ever discovered. You have the power to choose peace no matter what's happening around you. You don't have to wait for the world to settle down before you do. You don't have to wait for people to behave differently or for circumstances to improve. The power that created you has already given you the ability to be still inside, even when everything outside feels loud. You see, my dear, peace is not something you chase. Peace is something you allow. It's already here. It's been here all along, waiting for you to notice it. But when we're caught in constant noise, the opinions, the expectations, the pressures, we forget. We forget that silence is power. We forget that stillness is strength. We forget that calm is not weakness. Calm is mastery. Most people think strength means pushing harder, shouting louder, proving they're right. But real power, divine power, lives in the quiet moments, when you could react, but you don't. When you could fight, but you choose peace. When you could defend, but you choose dignity. When you could shout, but you choose silence. That is what I call spiritual elegance. You see, the one who knows who they are doesn't need to prove it. When you are centered, when you are connected to your own heart, you become unshakable. You stop chasing validation because you already have self-approval. You stop seeking control because you already trust life's rhythm. You no longer need to convince anyone your presence speaks for itself. So when the world tests you, and it will, I want you to remember this simple phrase: I choose peace instead of this. It may sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful sentences you can ever speak. Say it softly when someone irritates you. Say it when you feel anxious about the future. Say it when your heart feels tight or your mind is spinning. I choose peace instead of this. You are telling your subconscious, I am not a victim of this moment. I am the master of it. Every time you say those words, you take your power back. Every breath you take consciously is a declaration. I control how I feel. I choose love. I choose calm. You see, every moment you're alive, life will give you opportunities to practice peace. Life doesn't test you to punish you, it tests you to strengthen you. The universe whispers, you say you want peace, let's see if you can hold it. That's what challenges are. Invitations to remain in your center when the outer world sways. And when you do, something miraculous happens. The situation might not change instantly, but you do. And when you change your vibration, your whole world begins to reorganize around that peace. People speak softer. Problems resolve faster. Clarity comes easier. Because energy is contagious, and calmness is the most magnetic energy there is. I often say, no person, place, or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. This isn't just a beautiful sentence, it's a law of life. The only person who can disturb your peace is you, by the thoughts you choose to believe. Imagine your mind as a beautiful house. Some days, a storm might rage outside. People might argue, plans might change, the world might seem chaotic. But you have the choice to close your windows, light a candle, and sit in your peace. The storm can knock, but it cannot enter unless you open the door. And yes, sometimes the noise will feel loud. Someone might say something hurtful. Life might bring a delay, a disappointment, a sudden change. In those moments, your ego wants to shout, "This shouldn't be happening." But your spirit knows better. Your spirit knows, even this is part of my growth. Even this is teaching me strength. So instead of reacting, take a breath, pause, place your hand over your heart and say, "I am safe, I am calm, I am centered." Then ask softly, "Is this worth my peace?" And I promise you, 9 times out of 10, the answer will be no. You see, peace isn't found by fixing the world. It's found by tending to your inner world. The outer world will always shift, but your inner world, that's your sanctuary. That's your temple. And when you build that temple on a foundation of love, nothing can shake it. Now let's talk about something many of us face every single day: pressure. The world is moving fast, expectations are high, everyone wants results, attention, answers. You might feel like you have to hold it all together, smile through the chaos, and perform perfectly even when your soul is tired. But my love, let me remind you, you are not a machine, you are a miracle. You are not here to perform, you are here to be. Pressure doesn't mean you're failing, it means you're being invited to practice your peace. The next time life feels heavy, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, whisper, "What is this trying to teach me?" Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's teaching you boundaries. Maybe it's teaching you that peace cannot depend on perfection. You can handle pressure without collapsing into reaction. When something or someone pushes your buttons, pause. Don't let the moment pull you into its storm. Breathe. Feel your feet on the ground. Remember, you are the calm center of your life. Here's something you can do. Every time you feel that familiar wave of irritation or worry, take 3 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And then ask gently, "Is this truly worth my peace?" Most often, you'll feel your body relax, your mind clear, and your heart smile, because peace is always waiting underneath the noise. And let's be honest, there will be moments when you forget. You'll react, you'll snap, you'll get upset, and that's okay too. Don't use spirituality as another stick to beat yourself with. You are human. You are learning. The goal is not perfection, it's awareness. The moment you notice, you can pause and return to peace again. So when the pressure rises, remember, you don't need to control everything. You don't need to fix every misunderstanding or prove your worth. Your worth is inherent. It's not earned through performance. It's expressed through presence. Let me share something very personal. There were times in my life when I felt like the whole world was too loud. People criticized, plans failed, relationships ended, and I thought, if only they would change, I could finally relax. But life, in its infinite wisdom, whispered, "Louise, it's not about them. It's about you." When you change, everything changes. And it was true. When I stopped fighting, when I chose to breathe, when I decided that peace mattered more than being right, miracles began to happen. You see, peace isn't passive. Peace is powerful. It's the choice to rise above chaos, not by ignoring it, but by seeing it from a higher perspective. It's the decision to hold on to love when fear tries to seduce you. It's the courage to smile in the face of uncertainty and say, I trust that all is unfolding perfectly. So today, I want you to make a promise to yourself, a gentle but sacred promise. I will not give away my peace so easily. I will not let the noise of the world drown out the music of my heart. I will not forget that I have the power to choose how I respond. Every time you choose peace, you teach your nervous system safety. You heal your mind, your heart, your body. You send a message to the universe. I am ready to receive calm. I am ready to live from trust. The next time someone tries to pull you into drama, remember your peace is your power. When you stay calm, you don't lose control, you regain it. The person who stays peaceful holds the highest vibration in the room. And that vibration transforms everything. So when life feels loud, pause. When people are chaotic, breathe. When emotions rise, soften. Because the most powerful person is not the one who speaks the loudest. It's the one who stays kind, calm, and conscious. Now, take a deep breath with me. Feel your chest rise. Feel your heart steady. And say quietly, I am choosing myself first. I am choosing peace. Let that become your daily prayer. Because when you choose peace, you don't escape life, you elevate it. You start living from a place of balance, grace, and self-respect. You stop surviving and start thriving. And I want you to stay with me, because in the next part, we're going to go even deeper. We'll talk about how to protect your energy from negativity, how to create invisible boundaries made of love, and how to live from a space where nothing and no one can truly disturb your calm center. You're about to discover that peace isn't just something you feel, it's something you become. So stay with me, my dear. Take a breath, relax your shoulders, and keep your heart open, because what's coming next will take this peace you're feeling right now and anchor it so deeply it will become who you are. My dear, let's talk about something that can completely change how you move through the world. A mindset so freeing, so simple, and yet so misunderstood. It's what I call the nothing bothers me state of being. Now, this doesn't mean you stop caring or that you shut down emotionally. No, it means you've matured spiritually to the point where you no longer allow outside noise to shake your inner peace. You've learned to respond, not react. You've learned that calmness isn't weakness. Calmness is strength. You see, most people go through life reacting to everything: the weather, traffic, someone's tone, an unexpected email. Their peace is at the mercy of circumstances. If people are kind, they're happy. If people are rude, they're hurt. If plans work, they're confident. If plans fail, they collapse. But the truth is, when you live like that, you're not living from your center. You're living from the chaos around you. Now imagine living differently. Imagine waking up, moving through your day, and no matter what happens, you remain steady. Someone criticizes you, and instead of shrinking, you smile and think, that's their opinion, not my truth. A plan changes, and instead of panicking, you breathe and whisper, I trust that life is unfolding perfectly. A challenge appears, and instead of tightening with fear, you soften and say, I can handle this. That, my love, is the nothing bothers me mindset. It's not coldness, it's consciousness. It's not apathy, it's awareness. You're not disconnected from life. You're simply deeply connected to yourself. You've stopped outsourcing your peace to people or situations. You've decided, I am the keeper of my calm. I want you to take a breath with me. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, place your hand gently over your chest and say, I am calm, centered, and unshaken. Feel the vibration of those words. Feel how powerful they are. You're not commanding the world to be perfect. You're declaring that you are stable no matter what the world does. When I say nothing bothers me, I don't mean life stops sending challenges. It means challenges stop owning you. You begin to look at situations with curiosity instead of judgment. You start to ask, what is this moment teaching me? Rather than, why is this happening to me? You move from victimhood to mastery. I've often said, the only thing we are ever dealing with is a thought, and a thought can be changed. And that includes the thought that something outside of you has the power to disturb your peace. You are always one new thought away from calmness. You can change the conversation in your mind right now by choosing to interpret differently. So the next time your buttons are pushed, try this. Pause. Take 3 slow breaths. Don't rush to fix. Don't rush to fight. Don't rush to explain. Just breathe. In that pause, something sacred happens. Your awareness returns. The moment you remember that you are the thinker of your thoughts, you are free. You see, peace is not something that arrives once life is perfect. Peace is what creates the space for life to become harmonious. It's not the result, it's the foundation. Binanlasuk ma kung fai fan tuong. Peace is your superpower, your natural state, the voice beneath the noise. Now, let's talk about what it truly means to choose yourself. Oh, I can already hear some of you saying, but Louise, isn't that selfish? And I smile, because I used to believe that too. I thought choosing myself meant neglecting others, but I've learned that you cannot pour from an empty cup. Choosing yourself doesn't mean ignoring people. It means no longer abandoning yourself. It means understanding that to give love, you must be love. To support others, you must stand firmly on your own 2 feet. Every time you say yes when you mean no, every time you give beyond your energy, every time you silence your needs to keep peace, you send a message to the universe. My needs don't matter. But when you choose yourself, when you honor your limits, when you rest without guilt, when you say no lovingly, you send a new message. I matter. I am worthy of care. I am my own safe place. And do you know what happens then? Life begins to reflect that truth back to you. People start respecting your boundaries. Opportunities flow more easily. Love finds you because love always follows self-respect. Let me tell you something very simple but very important. Self-respect is a silent prayer. Every time you honor your energy, you whisper to the universe, "I am worthy of peace," and the universe listens. Think of a time you gave too much to someone, to work, to responsibility, and felt empty afterward. That's not love. That's depletion. Real love gives without losing. Real giving uplifts both the giver and the receiver. So today, I want you to practice 3 gentle acts of choosing yourself. You don't have to make them grand or dramatic. Small steps create big energy shifts. First, say no to one thing that drains you. You don't have to justify it, defend it, or over-explain. Simply, no thank you. Second, give yourself 10 minutes of silence, just 10 to breathe, to stretch, to sit in sunlight, to remember who you are beneath all your roles. And third, allow yourself to rest without guilt. Rest is not laziness. Rest is repair. When you do these things, you're not neglecting the world. You're replenishing your contribution to it. You're refilling the well from which everyone else drinks. When you choose yourself, you're teaching others by example that peace is possible, that self-respect is sacred, and that love begins within. I've often said, the universe always mirrors back to us the way we treat ourselves. If you rush yourself, life rushes you. If you criticize yourself, the world seems to criticize you. But when you begin to be kind to yourself, when you speak softly inside, when you choose gently, when you forgive yourself quickly, the whole world starts to reflect that tenderness back to you. So let's make this practical. Write down 3 ways you can choose yourself today. Maybe it's refusing that extra obligation that exhausts you. Maybe it's sitting quietly with your morning tea. No phone, no noise, just you and your breath. Maybe it's forgiving yourself for not doing everything perfectly. Whatever it is, let it come from love, not from guilt. Choosing yourself is not rebellion, it's remembrance. It's remembering that you were never meant to live running on empty. You were meant to live radiating from fullness. When you choose yourself, you realign with your power. You start to attract peace instead of drama, clarity instead of confusion, flow instead of force. Life begins to cooperate with your calm. The universe loves an aligned heart, and alignment always starts with self-honoring choices. So, my dear, every morning when you wake up, before you reach for your phone or the world's noise, whisper gently to yourself, "I am my own priority. I choose peace. I choose love. I choose me." Let it become your inner rhythm. And here's the beautiful part. The more you live this way, the more peaceful your world becomes. You stop getting entangled in other people's chaos. You stop taking things personally. You start walking through life with grace, like a calm ocean beneath a bright sky. Yes, there will still be waves. Yes, there will still be storms. But now, you'll know who you are. You'll know that even when life sways, you are steady. Even when people project their pain, you don't have to absorb it. Even when circumstances test you, you don't have to crumble. You will know that peace is not found, peace is chosen. And when you live that way, nothing truly bothers you anymore, not because you don't care, but because you finally do. You care enough about your energy, your body, your mind, your soul to protect your calm like the treasure it is. So take one last deep breath with me. Inhale serenity. Exhale everything that doesn't belong and whisper it softly. I am calm, centered, and unshaken. Again, one more time. I am calm, centered, and unshaken. Let that be your anchor for the day, because, my dear, the moment you decide that your peace is non-negotiable, life begins to align in your favor. The noise quiets, the right people stay, the wrong energy fades, and what remains is love, pure, simple, everlasting love. You know, my dear, there was a time in my own life when I didn't know what peace felt like. I looked calm on the outside, but inside, I was full of noise, worry, guilt, trying so hard to please, to fix, to be perfect. I wanted everyone to be happy, and in that effort, I forgot how to be gentle with myself. It wasn't until life broke me open that I began to listen, truly listen, to that small, quiet, unshakable voice inside, the voice of my soul. That voice didn't shout, it whispered. It whispered truths I had ignored for years. It said, Louise, slow down. Louise, stop fighting. Louise, it's safe to come home to yourself. That's what I want to talk to you about today, the voice of the soul. Because when you learn to hear it, everything begins to change. The discomfort, the confusion, the ache in your chest when something feels wrong, those aren't punishments. They are messages. Your soul is trying to get your attention. Every time you feel resistance or pain, your inner being is saying, something doesn't fit here. You've wandered too far from your truth. Come back. You see, we've been taught to silence that discomfort. We tell ourselves to get over it, to be strong, to not make a big deal out of it. But strength is not suppression. Strength is awareness. When your soul speaks through unease, through that tightening in your stomach or that lump in your throat, it's not trying to scare you, it's trying to guide you back to alignment. So the next time you feel something heavy inside, don't push it away. Sit with it, breathe with it. Place your hand on your heart and ask softly, what are you trying to tell me? And then listen. Don't overthink it. Don't edit it. Don't rationalize it. Just listen. The first whisper you hear, the one that feels gentle but true that your soul's speaking, write it down. Let it flow through your pen. The more you honor that voice, the louder it becomes. For me, my healing began the day I stopped fearing my feelings. I realized that my pain wasn't an enemy. It was a messenger. It said, you've abandoned yourself for too long. It said, you've been trying to earn love when love was already inside you. And when I finally stopped running, when I let myself cry, forgive, breathe, that's when peace found me. And you know what I discovered? Peace begins the moment you tell yourself the truth, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Now, let's talk about the foundation that makes all of this possible, self-love. Oh, my dear, I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it again. I love and approve of myself. That sentence changed my life, not because it was easy, but because it was honest. For years, I didn't approve of myself. I judged every mistake, compared every flaw, punished every imperfection. But one morning, I looked in the mirror, really looked, and said, "Louise, I love you. I really, really love you." And for the first time, my reflection softened. That's when I learned that self-love is not arrogance. It's alignment. It's not pride. It's peace. It's remembering that you were created with divine intention, that you are and always have been enough. Self-love isn't a luxury, it's the fuel of peace. Without it, you're always running on empty, begging for permission to rest, to feel, to be. When you love yourself, you stop needing approval because you've already given it to yourself. When you approve of yourself, life starts to approve of you too. So every morning, before you rush into the world, before you check your phone or your schedule or your worries, go to the mirror, look deeply into your eyes and say, "I love and approve of myself exactly as I am." Don't just say it once. Say it until you feel the words land. Say it until your body relaxes, until the tightness in your chest melts away. You might feel silly at first. You might even cry. That's okay. Those tears are love returning home. Every time you look at yourself with kindness instead of criticism, you rewrite the story of your life. You begin to heal the child inside who just wanted to be seen and loved. And when you practice this, something beautiful happens. You stop chasing peace and start embodying it. You stop performing for worthiness and start resting in it. You stop begging life to change and realize life has been waiting for you to change how you see yourself. Now, once you begin to listen to your soul and practice self-love, the next step is what I call emotional freedom. This is the art of letting go daily, not as a one-time event, but as a gentle ritual. Because, my dear, no one can steal your peace unless you hand it to them. The moment you decide that your inner calm matters more than being right, more than winning an argument, more than proving a point, you become untouchable. You don't have to win every debate. You don't have to correct every misunderstanding. You just have to protect your energy. That's what emotional freedom truly means. Each night, before you close your eyes, whisper this gentle prayer. I release today with love. I choose peace before I sleep. Imagine all your worries as small feathers drifting away. Let them go. Let your mind rest in softness. You deserve rest, not just sleep. Remember this. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you've stopped letting what you can't control destroy what you can. Your peace. You don't need to carry the weight of the world. You only need to carry your light. There will be days when you feel heavy again, and that's okay. Peace is not a permanent state. It's a daily practice. Some days you'll feel centered, other days you'll wobble, and both are perfectly human. What matters is that you keep returning to your heart. Your soul knows the way. Your peace is never lost. It's only covered by layers of fear, guilt, or worry. Peel them back gently with love. Don't fight your darkness. Illuminate it. And always remember, you are not your mistakes. You are not your fears. You are not your past. You are the light that sees them. You are the consciousness that can choose again. So tonight, when you lay your head down, forgive yourself for everything. Release everyone who hurt you. Thank your soul for guiding you through another day. And know that even if things didn't go perfectly, you're still growing, still learning, still loved. Peace begins with you, not someday, but right now. When you choose yourself, when you listen to your inner truth, when you stay calm amid chaos, life rearranges itself around your peace. The outer world cannot help but match the inner harmony you cultivate. You are a powerful creator. You are guided by wisdom older than time. You are surrounded by love, supported by life itself. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale peace. Exhale everything that doesn't serve you. Place your hand on your heart and say, softly but firmly, I am calm, I am loved, I am free. And now, carry that stillness with you into tomorrow. Let it walk beside you as you speak, work, love, and rest. Let it remind you that no matter what happens, you are going to be okay. Because, my dear, you always have been, and you always will be. Peace begins with you. When you choose yourself, when you listen to your inner truth, when you stay calm amid chaos, life rearranges itself around your peace. Remember, life loves you, and so do I.